Hello student, dear friends, I Dr. R.D. Patil, Head of Department, Vasantronic Arts, Science and Commerce College, Shada. Today I discuss about the SYBSc Zoology paper 2nd, Ju 302 Biochemistry. Dear friends, in this paper we already discussed about your fifth lectures to discuss about the unit number first carbohydrate metabolism. Out of these units, the remaining topics which are included by the different kinds of the biochemical cycles out of this process, today we discuss about the your today's topics of your online lectures, that is glycogen metabolism. Out of this, in your carbohydrate metabolism, what is mean carbohydrates, give the different types of the carbohydrates. We have different metabolic process which are included in the carbohydrate metabolisms. We already discussed about the in your 5 lectures. Today your is this lectures as a glycogen metabolism. Metabolism is a specific processes or biochemical processes in which the metabolic activities or pathways are created. So in glycogen metabolism, first dear friends, we know about what is mean glycogen. Glycogen is the storage form of glucose in animals as is starch in plants. We have the specifically as a storage form of glucose in animal body and starch in plants. It is stored mostly in liver. Especially liver is a 6 to 8% and muscles 1 to 2 percent. Due to more muscle mass, the quantity of glycogen in muscles 250 gram is about 3 times higher than that in the liver, means liver 75 grams. We have the glycogens are most important role in living animal body. To first we know about the what is the functions of glycogen. So dear friends, the glycogen also acts as the prime functions of liver. Glycogen is to maintain the blood glucose level. So this process is most important of the glycogen to maintain the blood glucose level, particularly between males at the time of the food feeding or eating. At this time in your males, the different kinds of the components are or specific requirements of chemical components are present in the food or males. This of these food materials, the glucose level is maintained in blood is the most important function of the glycogen. Second is the liver glycogen stores increase in well-fed states which are deflected during fasting. Many more time the your body, the glycogen are utilized in the fasting condition. So we have the excess foods or excess glycogens are storing in a body in a fasting condition or not properly diet or not give the meals at the proper time. At this time or many more time the people we get fasting in this condition, the glycogen level is depleted. Muscle glycogen serves as a fuel reserve for the supply of ATP during muscle contractions. So this is a next glycogen form in the muscles which are most important role as a work as a fuel, reserve fuel for the supply of ATP during muscle contraction. That is a adenine triphosphate in the form of the energy. These energy are utilized by the living organism to do work. So it is called as a work done by the specific energy are required. This energy are get from in the form of the muscle glycogen. Next is the most important role glycogen as a fuel reserve. In many more time as a such, fat is the fuel reserve of the body. However, fat is not preferred. Instead, glycogen is chosen for a routine and day-to-day use of energy for the following reasons. Mainly, the glycogen in your living animal body in the form of the fuel reserve. It also acts as a reserve of energy to utilize in a specific condition at this time required of the body. So this energy stored is utilized in specifically as a 3 to 4 steps. That is, first is the glycogen can be rapidly mobilized. Glycogen storage or stored in the body, it can be rapidly mobilized at the specific periods or utilization period. It is a use as a rapidly. Glycogen can generate energy in the absence of oxygen. Many more in specific conditions at the time of the glycogens are prepared in the presence of the oxygen, or glycogen are not prepared. Glycogen is prepared in the absence of oxygen, as specifically aerobic and anaerobic conditions are takes place. So energies generate in the absence of the oxygen. It is also called as a anaerobic condition. Brain depends on continuous glucose supply. In your living animal body, brain is the most important organ, which is the most important to require, because the brain functions which continuously mostly comes from glycogen. We are required the supply to glycogen is most important, or glucose supply. So at this time the glycogen is important role in this process. On the other hand, fat mobilization is slow, needs oxygen for energy production, and cannot produce glucose to a significant extent. Thus, fat may be considered as a fixed deposit, while glycogen in the current or saving account in bank. As in your simple language or in bank preparation language, the glycogen also has a storage in the body in the form of the saving accounts in a bank. In the same condition, the glycogen has particular condition to require the storage glycogen utilized by the living animal body. Next, out of this glycogen, what is importance or functions or roles of the glycogen? Later on to next biological cycles in your living animal body or in carbohydrate metabolism, that is as a glycogenesis. So dear friends, students which require known about what is mean glycogenesis. So the glycogenesis, the formation of glycogen from glucose in simple way or simple definition. The formation of glycogen from glucose is called a glycogenesis. Means in this process, the glycogenesis is the formation of glucose. The formation of glycogen from glucose is called a glycogenesis. In this process, glucose is converted to glucose 6-phosphate by utilizing the terminal phosphate group of ATP. Means that is a adenine triphosphate, adenosine triphosphate. This type of the storage or required energy are formed in this process. Next, this is a simple also, the glycogenesis is the synthesis of glycogen from glucose. Glycogenesis mainly occurs in muscles and liver. These are the two important body or parts in your living animal body, that is the muscles and as a skeletal muscle and a liver. Muscle glycogen provides a readily available source of glucose for glycolysis within the muscle itself. Liver glycogen functions as store and export glucose to maintain blood glucose between meals. So this is the two form of the glycogen. We also present in the muscle, and which also storage or store form in the liver. The both forms of the glycogens are used in this glycogenesis processes. So in glycogenesis process, energy expenditure for the glycogenesis, as there is a 1 to 5 process or reactions are also showing in this schematic charts. They formed by the first stage, that is a glucose 6-phosphates are converted to glucose 1-phosphate. It is the first energy expenditure reaction. Second is the glucose 1-phosphates plus uridine triphosphate, also we converted into UDP glucose plus inorganic phosphates. It is the second stage of energy expenditure. Third is the inorganic phosphate plus H2O to form two molecules of inorganic phosphates. It is third stage of the energy expenditure. Next is the UDP glucose plus glycogen. It converted into glycogen plus glycogen N plus 1 plus UDP. It is fourth step. In a fifth, UDP plus ATP, it converted into the UTP plus ADP, some glucose phosphate plus ATP plus glycogen plus water molecules are H2O. It convert into the glycogen N plus 1 plus ADP, addition diphosphate, plus 2 inorganic phosphate. So this is 5 stages are also completed in the glycogenesis to utilize energy expenditure form in this schematic representation. Next, in glycogenesis, there are the 4 specific processes are mainly as a first is activation of glucose, initiation, elongation, and glycogen branching. These 4 steps, the glycogenesis processes are completed. In your next, mainly to importance, that is the give the glycogenesis process. The glycogenesis is the mainly the synthesis of glycogen from glucose is called glycogenesis. It is mainly this figure or schematic representation to show why the glycogenesis takes place in the cytosol and requires ATP and UTP besides glucose. So this process of the glycogenesis, your schematic representations or processes or cycles are takes place in the diagram as completed in the 4 stages. That is the first stage of this processes is the synthesis of UDP glucose. So first this glycogenesis process is start from the enzymes. This process, the enzymes hexokinase, that is glucose to glucose 6 phosphate. Glucose 6 phosphates is converted into the glucose 1 phosphate. Glucose 1 phosphates are also converted into UDP glucose. At this time UDP primers are attached. This process is carried on the next step. So this is the first steps, this process of the glycogenesis, synthesis of UDP glucose. In this process the enzymes hexokinase, glucokinase, especially the hexokinase in liver, glucokinase in muscle, the specific process are creating at this time. This hexokinase in muscles and glucokinase in liver. So converts glucose to glucose 6 phosphate in this specific process. There are the 2 types of the enzymes are utilized, hexokinase and glucokinase. So converting glucose 6 phosphate, at this time the phosphoglucomutase catalyzes the conversion of glucose 6 phosphate to glucose 1 phosphate. So this process, this is a glucose 6 phosphates are converted into the glucose 1 phosphate. At this time the specific enzymes are catalyzed. His name is a phosphoglutamutase. So this is this process. We have uridine diphosphate glucose are also formed in last process, that is uridine diphosphate glucose UDPG is synthesized from glucose 1 phosphate and UTP by UDP. At this time the specific reactions are creating by the UTP to 1 molecules are utilized, that is 1 molecule of inorganic phosphates are utilized to convert into UDP glucose. Pyrophosphorylase, this type of the enzymes are catalyze this reaction. So these are first steps of the glycogenesis. In the second stage, that is this name is the requirement of primer to initiate glycogenesis. In second stage the glycogenesis process or proceed to next stage. At this time small fragment, this is a fragment of a pre-existing glycogen must act as a primer. This is also acts as a primer to initiate glycogen synthesis. It is recently found that in the absence of glycogen primer, a specific protein, namely glycogenin, can accept glucose from UDPG. The hydroxyl group of the amino acid tyrosine of glycogenin is the site at which the initial glucose unit is attached. The enzyme glycogen initiator synthesis transfer the first molecule of glucose to glycogenin. Then glycogenin itself takes up a few glucose residue to form a fragment primer which serves as an acceptor for the rest of the glucose molecules. So this process is a second steps to complete by the glycogenesis. UDP glucose plus UDP glucose primer are to form by the glycogen primer glycogenin initiator synthesis. These enzymes are used to conversion by this process, catalyzing this primer to attach hydrogen OH ions. Glycogenins are the specific enzymes to convert UDP. In this stage also glycogen primers to this chain of the glycogen polymer glycogen synthesis are utilized to this UDP. Primers are also as a, to convert in the UDP is the second stage to conversion of the requirement of primer to initiate glycogenesis. In a third stage, that is glycogen synthesis by glycogen synthesis. This is the third stage. We have the synthesis or synthesis. So in this third stage, glycogen synthesis is responsible for the formation of 1,4-glycosidic linkage. In this way, this is a chain specifically. This is a primer. Glycogen primers are attached by the chains. Glucosyl transferase the specific catalyze this enzyme to these reactions in the process. 1,4-glycosidic linkages. This enzyme transfers the glucose from UDP glucose to non-reducing end of glycogen to form alpha 1,4 linkage. This is a elongation by glycogen synthesis alpha 1,4 bonds. This is a alpha 1,4 linkages to form. And last is a 4 steps. This is a name is a formation of branches in glycogen. This is a branching of glucosol. Is a 4 steps to the process of the glycogenesis, that is formation of branches to glycogen. In this process, glycogen synthesis can catalyze the synthesis of a linear unbranched molecule with 1,4 alpha glycosidic linkages. 1,4 alpha glycosidic linkages. Glycogen, however, is a branched tree-like structure. The formation of branches is brought about by the action of branching enzyme, namely glucosyl alpha 1,4. This is a glucosyl alpha 1,4 glucosyl alpha 1,4 transferase, that is amyl alpha 1,4 is converted to the 1,6 transglucosidase. So this is a 1,6 alpha 1,6 transglucosidase bond glucosidic. We also use conversion for the specific process linked by the alpha 1,6 bond. This leads glucosidic alpha 1,6 transglucosidase. This enzyme transfers a small fragment of 5 to 8 glucose residues from the non-reducing end of glycogen chain by breaking alpha 1,4 linkage to another glucose residue where it is linked by alpha 1,6 bond. This leads to the formation of new non-reducing end beside the existing one. Glycogen is further elongated and branched glucosyl 4,6 transferase. So this is the last end product is the formation by the glycogen. In this process, overall reaction of the glycogen synthesis for the addition of each glucose residue is the specific reactions are creating glucose bracket to N plus glucose plus 2 ATP. It converted into glucose bracket complete N plus 1 plus 2 ADP plus inorganic phosphates. Of this reaction, the 2 ATP utilized, one is required for the phosphorylation of glucose while the other is needed for conversion of UDP to UTP. So this is a 4 steps. The glycogenesis process are completed in the living animal body. So in this way, this is the structure of the glycogens. So the branching chains are formed. So in this way, this is a schematic representation also takes place in the diagram. glycogenesis and glycogenolysis. This glycogenolysis is explained in the next lectures. So this is glycogenesis. First is also glucose from the blood is also converted into the glucose 6 phosphate. At this time, we first step the passing into the many tissues, mean muscles, ATP to convert into ADP. One molecules of energy are utilized. Glucose 6 phosphates is converted into the glucose 1 phosphates, and first stage is converted last is the glycogen. At this time, one molecule of inorganic phosphate are released. In second, this glycogen also to convert glucose 1 phosphates, glucose 1 phosphate to glucose 6 phosphate. Glucose 6 phosphates is converted into fructose 6 phosphates, and last is the glycolysis. So this is also second steps of the process. One steps is the glycogenesis, and one also at the reverse to by the glycogenolysis. So this is a schematic representation of this diagram to how many also takes place the glycogenesis process in the tissue. So this is also glycogenesis process in the liver and muscle. Glycogen is also specific process in schematic representation is seen. This is glucose. Glucose is converted to glucose 6 phosphate. Glucose 6 phosphate also glucose 1 phosphate also has a liver glycogen. Same this reversible process, irreversible process to takes place liver glycogen to glucose 1 phosphate, glucose 6 phosphate and glucose. So degradation process, we also reversible process, glucose is passed to the blood glucose or bloods to in the muscles. Glucose are converted into glucose 6 phosphate. Glucose 6 phosphate is the glucose 1 phosphate, and last is the muscle glycogen. In this way, this liver process, these are 150 grams of the energy also presents, and in case of the muscles 300 gram to 200 grams of the energy are also present. So in this phases, glycogenesis process are takes place in the liver as well as muscle. So in a simple way, we explain the glycogenesis process by the schematic representation in next lectures to discuss about the next biochemical cycle, that is a glycogenolysis. So we have the briefly to discuss. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.